I need you to listen to me very carefully. If you are eating the wrong kind of protein, you could be silently pushing your kidneys closer to failure, even if every other part of your diet looks perfectly healthy. You don't feel it happening. There are no warning signs. It is a slow, quiet sabotage happening on your dinner plate every single day. Welcome to the Essential Health Podcast. My name is Dr. Anya, and what I'm about to share with you today could be the difference between protecting your kidneys for a long and healthy life or unknowingly damaging them beyond repair. We live in a world obsessed with protein. Eat more protein to build muscle, high-protein diets for weight loss. It is the undisputed king of macronutrients, and it is absolutely essential for healing tissues and supporting your immune system. But here's the dangerous part of the conversation that no one is having, especially for those of us over 60. Not all protein is created equal, and not all of it is kidney safe. In fact, some of the most common proteins we eat, proteins we assume are clean or healthy, can quietly overload your body's delicate filtration system, raise your blood urea levels, increase acid buildup, and force your already tired kidneys to work harder and harder until they simply can't keep up. Now, before you panic and throw out every piece of chicken in your refrigerator, no, you do not have to give up protein. That is a dangerous myth. You just need to choose smarter. You need to know the heroes from the villains. And that is my promise to you in this episode. This is the conversation your doctor may not have had time to have with you. I am going to be your guide. First, I'm going to walk you through 4 powerful, kidney-friendly protein heroes that will nourish your body without weighing down your kidneys. Then, and this is the part you cannot afford to miss, we will expose the 6 sneaky, high-risk protein villains that most people, even health-conscious people, are eating every day without realizing the harm they're causing. And finally, you must stay with me until the very end, because after we've sorted the good from the bad, I will reveal one simple daily habit. It has nothing to do with food, but it has to do with helping your kidneys stay strong and resilient over time, no matter where you're starting from. So grab a pen or just listen closely, because the next few minutes could change how you eat, how you heal, and how long your kidneys keep working for you. Let's begin by meeting the first and most surprising hero in your refrigerator. All right. We've just established that the world of protein is a minefield for aging kidneys. But now we pivot from the problem to the solution. We are now opening the files on the 4 protein heroes, the clean, safe, and powerful foods that will form the foundation of our new, kidney-friendly way of eating. And the first hero is so basic, so humble, that most people overlook its profound power. But for your kidneys, this one small choice can change everything. Hero number 1, egg whites. I know what you might be thinking. Egg whites? That's it? Yes, because for your kidneys, they are the purest form of complete protein you can find. Think of it this way. Most protein sources, like a big steak or even a whole egg, are like a package that arrives at your door with a lot of extra messy packaging that your body has to deal with. Egg whites are the opposite. They are the essential item with almost no packaging at all. Here is why they are in a league of their own. They deliver all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to repair muscle and support immune function, but without the baggage. That baggage comes in 2 forms that are critical for kidney health. First, phosphorus. Unlike meat or even a whole egg yolk, egg whites are naturally and incredibly low in phosphorus. An egg white has just around 10 milligrams compared to over 80 in a whole egg. And I need to stop here and explain why that matters so much. When your kidneys are struggling, they have a very hard time filtering out excess phosphorus from your blood. When that phosphorus builds up, it doesn't just sit there. It starts to pull calcium out of your bones, making them weaker, and then it deposits that calcium into your vessels, making them stiff and hard. Elevated phosphorus is a silent driver of both bone disease and heart disease in people with kidney issues. By choosing egg whites, you are getting the protein you need without adding to that dangerous phosphorus load. The second piece of baggage they don't have is purines. Purines are compounds that your body breaks down into uric acid. For anyone at risk of gout or dealing with systemic inflammation, high purine foods can be a real problem. Egg whites are nearly free of them. They are a clean, anti-inflammatory protein source. I had a patient, a wonderful 68-year-old woman named Maria. Her energy was chronically low, and her phosphorus levels were stubbornly high, despite her eating what she thought were healthy meats. We made one simple swap. We replaced her morning sausage with a 4 egg white scramble. Just that. Within 2 months, her labs had improved dramatically, and she told me she felt lighter in body and in mind. That mental relief of knowing you're doing the right thing for your body matters just as much. So, egg whites are our pure protector. Now for our second hero. If you think plant-based proteins are always boring or incomplete, this one is going to change your mind. It is creamy, it is comforting, and it is shockingly good for your kidneys. Let's talk about the quiet warrior, tofu. I know, for many, tofu has a strange reputation, but I want you to forget all that and think of it as a strategic medical food. Half a cup of firm tofu gives you around 10 grams of high-quality plant protein, enough to help maintain that precious muscle mass we're trying to protect. But what makes tofu a true standout for kidney health isn't just the protein, it is its low acid load. This is a crucial concept. Animal proteins, when metabolized, create a more acidic environment in your body, and your kidneys have to work day in, day out to constantly buffer and neutralize that acid. It is a form of chronic, low-grade stress on your entire filtration system. Tofu, being plant-based, is naturally more pH neutral. It doesn't add to that acid load. It gives your kidneys a break. It lowers their daily workload. And here's the kicker, and this is so important. Soy protein, like that found in tofu, does not increase your kidney filtration pressure the way that some animal proteins do. Think of your kidneys as being made of millions of tiny, delicate coffee filters. A high-protein animal meal can be like forcing water through those filters at high pressure. Over time, this can damage them. Tofu is like a gentle, low-pressure pour. It allows the filters to do their job without straining them. In my clinical experience, giving the kidneys that rest is exactly what can help to slow the progression of kidney disease. It's not just nourishing, it is actively protective.
We've just met 2 incredible protein heroes for our kidneys: the pure protector, egg whites, and the quiet warrior, tofu. Both are clean, low in phosphorus, and gentle on our system. But I know many people listening still want that satisfying, comforting feeling that comes from a traditional animal protein. So, our third hero is for them. It's a lean, gentle fish that brings exactly that comfort to the table, without the punishing side effects for your kidneys. Let's talk about hero number 3, tilapia. There is something deeply comforting about a warm, well-seasoned piece of fish, and that's exactly what tilapia offers. It is, without a doubt, one of the most gentle and kidney-safe animal proteins you can put on your plate, and yet it is so often overlooked. Tilapia is a lean, mild white fish that checks all the boxes. It's low in fat, it is incredibly low in phosphorus. A 100-gram serving, which is a good-sized fillet, gives you a massive 22 grams of clean protein, with only about 170 milligrams of phosphorus. For anyone with compromised kidney function, that is a much, much safer range. So the numbers are great, but you say the magic of tilapia is also in how it behaves inside our bodies. Exactly. It's about the metabolic footprint. Unlike heavier red meats that can sit in your stomach and put a heavy digestive load on your system, tilapia is light. It breaks down very easily. It delivers a steady supply of those essential amino acids your body needs for repair, and it doesn't flood your system with the nitrogen waste that your kidneys have to work so hard to filter out. Less waste means less work for your kidneys. What's more, it doesn't stir up inflammation the way some other animal proteins do. Its omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acid ratio is more balanced, which helps to reduce the chronic systemic inflammation that we know is a primary driver of kidney decline. And as a bonus, tilapia also comes with other kidney-supportive nutrients, like the antioxidant selenium and vitamin B12, which we know is crucial for our energy and nerve health. I had a patient, a 67-year-old gentleman named George, who had stage 3 chronic kidney disease. He was used to eating red meat several times a week. We made a simple swap. We replaced his usual red meat meals with steamed or baked tilapia twice a week. Within a few weeks, his blood work improved, but more importantly, he came into my office and said, "Dr. Anya, I just feel light again." Not just physically, but mentally. That is the power of the right food. It doesn't just change your numbers, it lifts the fog. If you're preparing it at home, the rule is to keep it simple. Steam it, bake it, or grill it with a squeeze of fresh lemon and some herbs like dill or parsley. Just skip the deep fryer. Your kidneys do not need that extra burden. Tilapia is the perfect proof that you do not have to give up satisfying, comforting meals to protect your health. You just have to choose a gentler path. Okay, we have our pure protector, our quiet warrior, and our gentle giant. Now for the final hero on our list. This one is plant-based. It's a complete protein, and it has a secret weapon that makes it uniquely powerful for kidney health. It is the quiet revolution that might already be sitting in your pantry.
Let's talk about hero #4, quinoa. Quinoa is not flashy, it is not fancy, but for people with kidney concerns, it delivers something that almost no other grain or plant-based protein can: complete nourishment with virtually no downside. First, quinoa is one of the very few plant-based foods that is a complete protein. This means it contains all 9 essential amino acids that your body cannot produce on its own, making it a fantastic tool for preserving muscle mass. But, and this is its secret weapon for kidney health, it is packed with fiber. And why does fiber matter so much for your kidneys? Because it helps to move toxins like urea and nitrogen waste out of your body through your digestive tract, instead of forcing your kidneys to do all of that heavy lifting. That small shift in the burden of elimination can make a massive difference over time. It is literally giving your hardworking kidneys a break. And unlike other healthy high-fiber legumes like beans or lentils, quinoa keeps its potassium and phosphorus content relatively low and manageable. This is so important because when your kidneys are struggling, those 2 minerals are the ones that can sneak up silently and cause serious problems like heart rhythm issues or bone loss. Quinoa helps you avoid all of that while still giving your body the strength it needs to heal. With quinoa, you get the strength of a grain, the balance of a complete protein, and the quiet confidence of knowing you are fueling your body, not fighting against it.
All right, we have just assembled our team of 4 powerful protein heroes: egg whites, tofu, tilapia, and quinoa. These are the clean, safe, and effective foods that will form the foundation of our kidney protective diet. But now we have to turn to the other side of the coin, because what you avoid matters just as much as what you eat. And the truth is, some of the most dangerous proteins for aging kidneys are the ones that are hiding in plain sight, often behind healthy-sounding labels. It is time to open the case files on the 6 protein villains, the foods that, if you have any kidney concerns, you need to be incredibly mindful of. And the first one is a true fake friend. Let's start with a food that wears a brilliant health halo. It looks lean, it sounds clean, and it's marketed as being so much better than pork. But for your kidneys, turkey bacon is a hidden landmine. The first problem is the astronomical amount of sodium. Just one single strip of turkey bacon can pack over 500 milligrams of sodium. That is more than 20% of your entire recommended daily limit in a single flimsy strip. For kidneys that are already struggling to balance fluids and manage blood pressure, that is a massive burden. But that is not even the worst part. To make it taste good and last on the shelf, it is loaded with phosphate additives and nitrates. These artificial phosphates are far more dangerous than the natural phosphorus found in whole foods because they are almost 100% absorbed by your body. They are a direct driver of the high phosphorus levels that can calcify your blood vessels. And the nitrates fuel systemic inflammation, which is the very fire we are trying to put out. I had a 64-year-old patient named Angela who thought turkey bacon was her safe treat. But her labs told another story: rising phosphorus, swelling in her ankles, and stubbornly high blood pressure. When we pulled all processed meats from her diet, everything began to improve. The lesson is simple: processed is not safe. Okay, processed meats are a clear villain, but this next one is going to be a shock because it is a celebrated health food hero. But if you are living with compromised kidney function, it could be quietly working against you. I'm talking about red lentils. Now, let me be very clear. For most people, lentils are fantastic. But if your kidneys are already struggling to filter minerals, they can be a dangerous overload. One single cooked cup of red lentils contains over 700 milligrams of potassium and more than 350 milligrams of phosphorus. That is an enormous mineral load. For healthy kidneys, it's no problem. But for weakened kidneys, it can be enough to overwhelm them and disrupt your body's entire delicate mineral balance. Too much potassium, as we know, can trigger muscle weakness or even dangerous irregular heartbeats. And that excess phosphorus accelerates the very vascular calcification we're trying to prevent. It is a perfect example of a healthy food becoming the wrong medicine for the wrong person. It's all about context. That nuance is so important. Now, let's group the next three villains together because they all represent the same problem: the trap of ultra-processed convenience foods. I'm talking about hot dogs, whey protein isolate powders, and canned black beans. Hot dogs are the perfect storm of kidney toxins. They are ultra-processed, packed with sodium, nitrates, and phosphate preservatives, and filled with inflammatory oxidized fats. Every bite is an inflammatory landmine that triggers oxidative stress and damages the delicate filtering cells of your kidneys. Next, the whey protein isolate you see in every gym. It is marketed as pure muscle fuel. But unlike whole foods, these powders deliver a massive, unnatural, concentrated flood of protein all at once without any of the fiber or other nutrients your body needs to process it. This creates a huge load of nitrogenous waste that your kidneys have to work overtime to clear. I had a patient, a very active 48-year-old man named Dan, who was drinking whey shakes daily. His creatinine levels, a marker of kidney stress, started to climb. We made one change. We replaced the shakes with real food: egg whites and tofu. Within weeks, his labs began to normalize. Your kidneys are designed for food, not for chemical isolates. And finally, the surprising pantry problem: canned black beans. While beans themselves are healthy, the canned version comes with a double whammy for kidney patients. Even after draining and rinsing, a single cup can still deliver around 600 milligrams of potassium, and the sodium in some brands is astronomical. That combination of high potassium and high sodium can be a perfect storm for fatigue, swelling, and blood pressure spikes. And that brings us to our final villain, the one that, for many men, is the very symbol of strength and tradition. But when you are living with kidney disease, this same food can quietly chip away at your health with every bite. We have to talk about steak. Even the leanest cuts of beef are a trio of trouble for struggling kidneys. They are high in saturated fat, they're high in phosphorus, and they are a major source of purines, which break down into uric acid that can cause gout and further strain your kidneys. It's a trifecta of inflammation that stresses your blood vessels and your entire filtration system. I had a 72-year-old patient named James who used to eat steak 3 or 4 times a week. He would say, "Meat gives me energy." But over time, his labs worsened, his gout flared, and his kidneys lost ground. When we gently scaled back the beef and brought in our kidney-friendly heroes instead, the tilapia, the tofu, the egg whites, everything began to turn around. It's not about giving up flavor or tradition, but sometimes survival means choosing a different, gentler path to strength.
So we've cleared the plate, we've identified the 4 protein heroes that nourish our kidneys, and the 6 villains that can harm them. But now for the promise I made at the very beginning, the one simple daily habit, it has nothing to do with food, that can lift your kidneys and help them heal. It is the morning walk. Just 20 to 30 minutes of light walking after you wake up can do more for your kidneys than most people realize. It improves your overall blood circulation, which enhances oxygen delivery to your delicate kidney tissues. It helps regulate your blood sugar and blood pressure, taking a massive burden off your filtration system. It is simple, it is free, and it is profoundly effective. It's a signal to your body that you are ready to heal. At the end of the day, your kidneys don't need perfection. They need consistency, they need care, they need small, smart choices that add up over time. If this conversation gave you even one idea that made you feel more in control, more hopeful, hold on to it. Let it be your next step forward, because you deserve to feel stronger, lighter, and more confident in the path ahead. And now, I want to hear from you. Which of these protein heroes are you going to add to your plate this week? Let us know in the comments below. Your choice could be the inspiration someone else needs. If you found this guide valuable, please show your support by hitting that like button, and be sure to subscribe for more trusted science-backed advice on protecting your health as you age. Until next time, take good care of yourselves.